Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film kind of like a get ready with me / Q&A. So I put out a photo on my Instagram asking people to leave me questions. So I'm gonna answer those while I do my makeup. And yeah, I'm not really gonna be explaining what I'm doing with my makeup, so I'm just gonna leave all the products that I use down below. And yeah, I need to stop doing this with my hands. It's super dorky. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna jump right into this. When did you realize you wanted to work with makeup? Okay, so for me, it was kind of weird. I don't know, it was kind of weird how I got started. Like, I had never really been a makeup person, like all through high school. Like, I didn't really wear a lot of makeup. I wasn't super into it. Even after high school, I didn't wear it every day. Like, I don't know, I didn't buy a lot of makeup. I never went to Sephora or MAC. Like, I just wasn't super into it. And then one year, I guess I was 19, yeah, or 20, a few years after I graduated, I just started watching YouTube tutorials, makeup tutorials on YouTube, and I was like, whoa, this is really like an art form, and I never really realized it before. I don't know, it was like a whole new world to me. And I had always been a more creative person. Like, I had dabbled in other mediums of art, but I never really found my outlet. And so once I kind of discovered makeup and what it could be, like, everything kind of changed. I don't know, that sounds really weird to say, but like, I don't know, my life has never been the same since I've discovered makeup and how passionate I am about it. I started really getting into body painting on myself and posting on Instagram when my health got really bad and I wasn't able to work. So that was really the only thing at the time that made me happy. And so during that time, like, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have that to keep me occupied, because I mean, I didn't really have anything I could do. I was never feeling well, so it was so nice for me to just sit down in front of my mirror and just create something. And I'm really, as shitty as the time, what am I trying to say? It was a really shitty time in my life, but I'm super grateful that I went through that, because if I didn't go through that, I still would have been a makeup artist, obviously, but I wouldn't have found how much I love doing body painting and the really creative types of things. So that's kind of when my love for that really started. And yeah, wow, that was quite the long answer, sorry about that. And then the next question comes from Megan Nicole Makeup. When body painting, do you always have a clear plan beforehand, or do you just ever completely wing it? And honestly, I always have a plan. Like, I'm not really the type of person who can just sit down and just do whatever. Like, I feel like my brain gets really overwhelmed if I just sit down and I don't have a plan, because I could literally do anything. So if I don't have a plan, it doesn't really work out very well. So I definitely have to have a pretty clear idea of what I'm doing beforehand. Like, it doesn't have to be every last detail, but it definitely has to be, I definitely have to have a design in mind, or else then I can just get really frustrated with it. So Triceratops asks, sorry, my phone keeps making noises. Do you have any makeup inspirations? Oh my gosh, so many. Honestly, the first person that comes to mind right now would be Jeffree Star, just because he is so fearless in who he is, and he's not afraid to just be his complete self, and I admire him so much for that. And his artistry skills are just on point, and I just love his brand, and I just love everything about Jeffree Star. So he's really the first person who comes to my mind at the moment. Also Jay Kissa, I'm sure a lot of you guys know her and watch her on YouTube. She has been one of my inspirations from the beginning. Like, she is one of the reasons that I started experimenting with color and doing more out-of-the-box looks and just not caring what anybody thinks, and I love her so much. She's just an absolute doll. And also Jordan Hans, one of my personal favorite body painters. Her skills are just out of this world. Like, I can't even comprehend the stuff she does because she's just so freaking amazing. So definitely Jordan Hans. I've learned a lot from her watching her videos and from watching her paint, and it's, yeah, freaking love her. So Esri Queen asks, what scares you the most? I'm afraid of space. Space freaks the heck out of me. Like, I refuse to watch any movies that have anything to do with outer space. Like, I can't think about it for too long, or I'll basically go into a panic attack. It's just, I don't know, everything about it is freaky. Like, the fact that it's infinite. It's like, how can that not freak the shit out of people? The fact that there could be anything lurking out there, like, it's freaking weird. Like, we're just this one teeny tiny little speck, you know? Like, see, I gotta go to the next question. This is too much. What is your other main focus other than makeup? Asked by Killing It with Kiki. I like your name. People used to call me Kiki. My main focus. Friends, family, food, pets, Netflix, and the beach. That's basically it. That's basically all I do. I'm kind of an old person. I don't really go out much. I don't party. I don't drink. I'm kind of a boring person. Like, I'm just gonna be honest here. I'm pretty darn boring. And the next question is, do you ever get bored of doing the same thing, e.g. painting? Asks Isha_1980. Do I ever get bored of doing the same thing? Not if it's something that I love as much as I love painting. Like, because it's such a different experience every time I do it. So I definitely don't get tired of painting, not at all. Every time I do it, I learn something new, and I just feel like, yeah, I can never get bored of it because it's always different. But there are definitely some other things I get bored of doing, like cleaning my room, taking a shower. I hate taking showers. I'm just gonna be honest here. There's much better things I could be doing. I do love baths though. I'm definitely a bath person. So Beauty Break XO asks, what are your tips and tricks on creating good content and getting your name/brand out there? Thank you so much for all the amazing content you're constantly putting out. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. So my tips and tricks on creating good content and getting your name out there would definitely be post as frequently as possible and post high quality images. Like, I know that not everybody has a good camera, but your phone can still take good photos if you have the right lighting. Use hashtags. I know people get annoyed at hashtags, but why? Like, they're a good way to get your name out there and to get brands to see you. So I would say use hashtags, like as many hashtags as you freaking can, and tag brands, like whatever products you're using, tag the brands. Yeah, I would also say make good connections on social media with other artists. Share your work on as many platforms as you can, like tweet it, put it on Facebook, yeah, put it on Instagram, and just don't freaking give up, and don't compare yourself to others, like, oh, this person's doing better than me, this person has this and I don't, and whatever, you know. Like, you can't compare yourself because we're each destined to do something, like, do something different on this planet, and we're not all the same. So don't compare yourself to other people. And how did I learn how to do body painting? Definitely practice. Like, yes, I did go to school for makeup, but there's only so much they teach you when it comes to things like body painting. It's what you do with it afterwards. Like, it's the time that you put in and the effort. Like, for about a year now, I try and do probably 4 body paints a week. And when I say body paint, I mean like chest, neck, and face and shoulders. But yeah, I try to do that as often as possible. And when I first started out, I mean, I really wasn't that good. I mean, nobody is when you're beginning something, but it's the dedication that you put into it. And I think it's really cool to look back on the work that I did like a year ago and see where I was then and how my skills have improved, and that's, you know, it's a cool thing because it shows how much work that I've put into it. So I think it's something you really have to just take into your own hands, and yeah, it's just the amount of time and effort you're gonna put into something. That's how you're gonna learn it. Like, nobody can really teach you an art, you know. It's something that you have to learn yourself. My next question comes from, where does your main inspiration come from when designing something? So each time it's a little bit different, but I did mention in my last, is this in focus? I did mention in my last Q&A video taking inspiration from different paintings and reinterpreting them into a makeup look, so that's something I do a lot. Sometimes I'll just have a dream about a makeup. I know that sounds really weird, but like I'll just see it in my head and then I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, I have to do that. Or like, I don't know, it's weird because I can go a few weeks and I won't have any ideas, and then I'll just be sitting there and like all of a sudden all these things just like come pouring into my head. I don't know, it's weird. Miss Johnson _XO asks, do you love working with that weird girl Brienne at your work? No, I hate Brienne. Are you kidding me? Just kidding. Brienne is one of my coworkers at Sephora, and I love her, obviously. How are you so majestic? Haha. Let's see, what's one of your most favorite products to work with? Like most favorite eyeshadow or lipstick? And that was from the princess. I love her. Okay, so favorite eyeshadow or favorite lipstick? Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks because they are just so amazing. I love his color range. I know I talk about them all the time, but they're just so amazing. Favorite eyeshadows? I really love Colourpop at the moment, especially their matte formulas. I find their matte shadows are so super creamy and easy to blend out and just really nice to work with. So yeah, those are two that come to mind. So Mania _Mania asks, do you own any pets? And I do own pets. I have a cat and a dog. The cat is a rescue who we adopted him from the SPCA in the summertime, so we haven't had him for very long, but he's absolutely adorable. Lately though, he has gotten into the routine of waking me up at 5 in the morning every day, so that's always fun. And he recently pulled some keys off of my MacBook, so yeah, he's not in my good books right now. No, but I love him. And our dog, his name is Petey. He is not doing so well. He's kind of on his last legs. He's 17, so you know, he's pretty old, pretty frail, but he's lived a very long life, very happy life. So, but yeah, we'll be very sad to see him go. Liv.Savage asks, how do you deal with frustration if a look isn't working out? Well, I will probably just scream a little bit, cry a little bit, sob on the ground, roll around, you know, all that fun stuff. No, but actually, no, that's kind of realistic. No, but if I'm getting frustrated with a look, I'll just take a step back, kind of leave my makeup studio room, just go do something else for a while, and then just come back and try again later, because I feel like I have to be in the right mood to be doing makeup or to be painting, because if I'm frustrated and I'm just in a bad mood, it's just not gonna turn out right. Like my painting or my makeup, it kind of reflects what mood I'm in, I feel. So if I'm just in a shitty mood, it's gonna be a shitty makeup. So I just have to leave for a while, just go do something else, like relax for a bit, and then come back and try again, because yeah, otherwise it's just a complete mess. And my lash is ready here. Okay, next question. How long does it take you to do makeup? If I'm doing like a creative painting makeup, it usually takes me about half an hour. My little old man dog is freaking out in the background. I don't know if you can hear that, but he's probably barking at himself in the mirror. It's typical. anyways, yeah, it'll probably take me about an hour and a half, and then an additional half hour to kind of edit it, and then get it on Instagram and all that stuff. So usually I'll give myself about 2 hours like for everything. It can be a bit longer though if I'm doing like a really crazy look, but generally usually about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Waiting for these babies to dry. I always hate that part. Annabelle Temp asks, favorite lipsticks? Why did you get into makeup? And tips on getting your name out there. Love your work. Thank you. Why did you get into makeup? I don't even know. That's a good question. No, I got into makeup because I knew I didn't want just like a 9-to-5 like office job, you know? Like I wanted something that was gonna be different every time I went to work, something that was gonna be creative, something I could have fun with. And that is why I chose makeup. And I am so happy that I did. Kimberly Garcia 13 asks, what do you stick rhinestones on your face? I would definitely use lash glue, or you could even use latex. But yeah, if you have a latex allergy, definitely use like a latex-free lash glue. My next question is from Muriel Hoops. Have you ever used Sephora spray-on foundation? If so, did you like it? I have not used it personally on myself. I have dealt with it a little bit since I do work at Sephora. It seems to be a good product, but it's not something I would personally use on myself. I just don't like spray-on foundation. It seems like a decent product, so. And she also asks, how old are you? I am 23. 23? Why am I holding up 2 twos? Yeah, I'm 23. I know I look young. Whatever. It's gonna come in handy someday, right? And she says, love your work, such an inspiration. Oh girl, you got me blushing over here. Grunge_Pixel asks, cheese or Nutella, which one do you prefer? Would you survive without it? That's a hard question. But it is a sad reality that I cannot actually eat cheese or Nutella. It's, yeah, my life pretty much sucks. But I can still eat goat cheese, and I am absolutely freaking obsessed with goat cheese, and I could not live without it. So I'm definitely gonna have to say cheese. Stop it, phone. But I mean, Nutella is just so good too. Like recently my mom bought those like little Nutella snack packs with the pretzels, and I'm not supposed to eat them, but one just accidentally fell into my mouth. I mean, they're just so good. Next question, how did you get started in the makeup industry? Was it hard to find work? Asked by MUA Dev. How did I get started? So I guess my first job was working at a counter, and that definitely gave me a lot of experience working on all different types of faces and everything like that. And now I work at Sephora, and yeah, I really like it. Again, it gives me a lot of experience working on different types of people and with different products and things like that. And I also do freelancing, which definitely is difficult and it is hard to find work. You do really have to be good at putting your name out there and be on top of networking and making connections and all that kind of stuff. Makeup definitely can be hard to find work. It is really competitive, but I mean, then again, what isn't competitive these days? I mean, there's going to be a competitiveness in anything that you're trying to do. So as long as you're passionate, as long as you're hardworking, as long as you're putting the time into what you're doing, like, you're going to get somewhere. So just, I mean, at first when you're starting off, it can be really hard to build your name and build your brand, and that's something I'm still doing and I'm still working towards. I mean, I'm nowhere where I want to be yet. So yeah, just keep going, just don't stop. Next question, would you rather wear only neon green clothes for the rest of your life or eat 5 tarantulas? They're alive. Well, I think there's an obvious answer here. I'm gonna eat those freaking tarantulas because all I wear is black. There's no way in hell I'm going through my life wearing neon clothes. Give me those tarantulas, serve them up to me on a plate, I will gobble them down. Sassy Crybaby asks, advice for anyone trying to become a makeup artist with not much support from family. Well, girl, my heart goes out to you because I cannot imagine doing this without the support of my family. But any advice would be, if they if they don't understand what you're doing and they don't support what you're doing, eventually you're gonna find people who do. So, I mean, I know your situation isn't the best right now, but it doesn't mean it's always gonna be that way. What I'm trying to say is, eventually you will have people around you who understand you and who support you and who are like-minded artists like you, and there's people out there who will be there for you. Just don't give up. Like, if this is what you want to do, just make it happen for you, and don't let anybody else's opinions affect your own, you know? Like, if this is what you want to go, I can't talk. If this is what you want to do, you will find a way and you'll make it happen. At the end of the day, you have to do what's going to make you happy. So just hang in there, because I swear things will get better. If you follow your heart and you follow your dreams, like, great things are going to happen. And that sounds cheesy, so cheesy, but it's true. So hang in there, and I'm always here to talk to. Sassy Crybaby also asks, favorite part of all of this? Love you. I love you too. And I'm assuming she means like Instagram, makeup, and all that stuff. My favorite part would absolutely be connecting with other people. Like, if I can inspire someone or help somebody or connect with somebody through my art, like, that is the most amazing thing to me, and nothing will ever be as good as that feeling. So yeah, definitely connecting with other people. Anybody who ever comments something nice on my photo or DMs me or we chat about something, like, it just means so much to me. Like, I think it's so cool that I can connect with other people through my art. So definitely that. I'm so obsessed with Blow Pony. This color is everything. And I really just overlined my lip there. I think we're just gonna go with it. So here's the completed look. Next question is, have you ever been to the US? If not, where would you want to travel to? I've been to a few places in the US. I've been to Florida. I've been to California a few times. I've been to Hawaii. I would definitely love to go to New York City, because that would be amazing. If you could, Natalie Miner asks, if you could pick one celebrity to meet, who would it be and why? You know, it's a tie between Beyonce and Oprah, because they're just both queens. Like, what more can I even say about them? Just queens. So that is all the questions that I was left, and my look is now complete. I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing my answers to these questions, and I hope you enjoyed seeing me do my face. And yeah, leave me a comment down below telling me what you would like to see next week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Still awkward at outros. Still awkward.